wondering if it's just like running, like taking more of like a running body mechanics kind of thing to get up the hill.
Okay.
That does look like drag register there because you can see two different claw sets in one print.
Yep.
Okay.
This one where
claws
my head's
come
over.
out on this hill too.
So you guys see that, how there are two tracks in each one of these
Yep.
sections, one on top of the other? So this is a direct register going up the hill, which is not what's going on over here.
That's
Right.
important.
All right. So there's definitely an event change that happened here. It went from some other sort of gate into a direct register to climb up this hill. All right. So if you're sprinting across this sand and then you hit this hill, what would that do to your speed?
Slow it.
It would slow it down, right? That's just the way it happens. Gravity's a bitch. and as this animal was moving up the hill, it slowed down into a direct register. Okay, so we know then that it had to have been doing something beforehand that was quicker, or we can at least deduce that it was doing something quicker than a direct register.
When there's a direct register going on, are the spacing intervals always the same?
They're close.
They're much more.
Yeah. Well, and they can be that way with other gates too. So it's not necessarily just a direct register thing. But yeah, direct registers have that consistent thing.
They indicate slower movements,
Not
the
all the
direct
time.
registers? Okay.
Well,
There's
like-
gates that are faster, there's gates that are slower.
Like there's that bird run that we saw that had earlier there that had even interval spacing.
I mean, just the direct register, I didn't know if that itself meant it was slower. Like, how fast can something actually go and still be doing a direct register?
Right. So let's come up this hill and see what happens.
Like one print
A lot of
right in the
movement
other.
going on here.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Oh, wait, are we taking a tracks?
All right. So what happened to the trail here? Is it still in direct register?
No. No. I thought it was.
Do you see? Okay, so do you see groups of? When it was coming up the hill, we saw that was two tracks. That was two tracks. That was two tracks. That was two tracks.
Yeah.
Coming up the hill. Is it still doing that consistently with groups of two falling directly on top of each
No,
other?
they're lengthening back out again.
All right.
Because right here's a really good example of it where they're separated.
All right. So they're starting to separate a little bit here, right? See, here's the track, and then the other track is still kind of overlapping, but it's starting to move beyond it again. Now here it's moved fully beyond it. See how now they're not overlapping whatsoever. Two, and now they're stretching out more and more. Two. Does everybody see that? Okay, so our group of tracks now are no longer together. They're spreading out. And you had said, Carrie, you had said the pattern you were noticing in this wasn't a straight line, but it was like an arc or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you seeing an arc like right here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then, could you call this the same arc this way?
Yes.
So there's like a snaking thing going on, right? All right. So when I look at it, what pops out to me is I see two tracks going that way, and that way, and that way. Right. Is there, in this consistency of pattern, again and again and again, is there always a smaller track in the same location, or a larger track in the same location?
Further up there was, but even that was different.
Okay, great. So just looking at these right here, which one of these is bigger? I guess first of all, do we have we established a direction of travel?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody disagree with that or have question about that?
here we could see the difference. The back. This one is bigger.
Okay. So this one in the back is bigger than this one in the front. Even though this is much less clear, can you see that it's the same case in this one as well?
Yeah.
It's just a little narrower, a little shorter. Here, this loose sand is just a little, it's a smaller circle of sand each time. Folks seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smaller than this.
This is smaller than this.
Okay.
We're seeing a different shade of sand there.
Yeah.
And they're spreading out more.
And they're spreading out more. So consistently, and you guys are seeing the same thing up there, right? The larger was in the back and just up. Was there a smaller one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't tell it for every single one though.
Yeah, some of them are a little trickier than others. And if you followed this trail up, I think we would continue to see that pattern. And when that means, so in this animal, which we think is a, what?
Gray fox.
Okay, gray fox. Any other thoughts?
Juvenile coyote.
Okay. Real small coyote. Could be. However, this time of year,
Right.
we wouldn't expect to see them this small and
Yeah.
without a mama nearby.
Okay.
So, gray fox, because of, again, the oval shape, the symmetry, and it looks just like the gray fox tracks that we
Yeah,
just
the same
checked out,
size
right?
paw and everything.
Same size going on. So, in the gray fox, which tracks are larger?
Front.
Fronts, because
They carry more weight up.
carry more weight up front. Thinking of canines with the little skinny, wiry butts, there's not a lot of weight back there.
Yeah.
Think about it like a really, like a big old pickup with not much weight in the back. Just like, can like flop around and stuff. It's really agile in that way. So, what we can say for sure then is that this is a gray fox moving in such a way that its rear feet are falling beyond its front feet, because we're consistently seeing the smaller tracks fall beyond the larger tracks, right? So then the question is, what does that mean to have rear feet fall beyond? This is a front, it's going this way, the rear foot's constantly up here.
Fast gait.
One rear foot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's faster.
Going faster? Okay.
Or that it's very difficult to do that slowly.
Okay.
So it's a trot.
All right. So it's a trot. So, is there a lot of width to this trail?
No.
No.
Okay. It's fairly narrow. Now let's take it back to this gate thing here. So we got the front, and we got the rear, falling just beyond it. I want everybody to try this. What Liz is doing. But just start with your body like this, and just be aware of the trail. We can come up this way to do it.
So each little two section is the back foot and then the front. So it goes front back.
Correct.
And okay.
All right. So, how do you think this thing's moving? Or Michelle, give us a guess based off of what you've seen, how this thing's moving. If there's a front and then a rear, and then a front and then a rear. So, in a direct register, like if you watch your house cat walk or something, they walk in a diagonal walk, which means that these two are going to move together. Right? My right front, my left rear. So as this comes up, this one's going to come